were you looking at it like
Upon Epstein?
Yeah, like right away were you going, okay, this was definitely an intel op?
No. At first, I didn't really have the context to know what to think. I think that I sort of suspected it was an intel op, especially once I came across the Acosta quote, the famous Acosta quote about like leave him alone. He belongs to intelligence. Duh. Don't know how else you interpret that. But it wasn't until reading One Nation Under Blackmail. And the first time I read One Nation Under Blackmail, I listened to it on Audible.
That's a heavy listen.
And holy shit, I didn't retain a single word of it, just in one ear and out the other. And it was by like chapter 2 that I realized that that's what was happening, because Whitney is such a dense writer and such a dense thinker that she's like in one paragraph, she'll like, I could make a 10-minute TikTok video about every single paragraph in that book, just showing you who that guy is and who that guy is and what that company should, because she'll just reference thing after thing after thing after thing after thing and how they're all connected. Yeah. And I do think that, like, you know, it's a delicate line because you can get too connection happy without like fortunately I know that she does do a lot of deep research to like there are connections in most of those cases that are like there's depth, and when you dig into them you can find it. But I realized as I was listening, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna finish this listen through and it'll be like subliminal programming, so that when I buy the book and read it, I'll have like heard Goldberg before and I'll have heard Promise Software before and I'll have more like locates. I don't know if that actually happened or not, but then I bought the books and read through it a second time. Then I read through it a third time and took notes because I realized that I needed to. It's just so dense. And so now I've read like the first one 3.5 times and the second one 3 times, and got notes all throughout it. And I still have a million things to learn from it. And I still, when I went on Joe Rogan and credited Whitney for all that work, she still came out and corrected me because I got a lot of things. I misrepresented a lot of things the way that she would interpret them. Right. I interpreted them slightly differently. Yeah. And I love some of her corrections too, because they helped redirect me on a few of her points that were more subtle than I had realized.
What were some of them?
The two big ones